50 plus amazing facts about Ukraine. 1. According to Ukrainian folktales, Kyiv boasts up to 3 official witch gathering places. They share the name Bold Mountain. 2. Weaving with handmade looms is still used in some parts of the country, including Krupov, located in Hryvnia Oblast. 3. Unlike many cultures around the world, Ukrainians wear wedding rings on the right hand, not the left. 4. O Sol Mio, the world-famous song, was composed in the country. 5. Ukrainian Romanticism started developing in the 1830s. Romanticist poet-painter Taras Shevchenko played a central role in this regard. He is widely regarded as the father of national revival. 6. Commemorated on June the 23rd, Ivana Kupala Day is one of Ukraine's most fun traditional celebrations. Boys and girls join hands in pairs and jump over a fire at a purification ritual. 7. Vyshyvanka is a Ukrainian national costume. It is decorated with ornamental hand-woven embroidery featuring floral detail. Both women and men wear the costume on various occasions. 8. Kyiv is widely regarded as the country's spiritual capital. Pilgrims regularly travel long distances to visit the Sofia Kievska Church and St. Michael's Golden Domed Monastery. 9. The popular Easter egg tradition originated in Ukraine. Originally, the eggs were patterned using wax and dye. The wax was eventually removed, leaving an impressive pattern with dashing colors. 10. The world's longest musical instrument also originates from Ukraine. The pipe piece is aptly named trombita. 11. According to a 2021 study by the Kyiv International Institute of Sociology, 82% of the population identify as religious, 7% were atheists, and 11% did not have a definite answer. 12. The Kyiv cake is another edible symbol of the city. It features 2 layers of meringue, buttercream filling, chocolate glaze, and hazelnuts. 13. Several Hollywood stars were born in Ukraine, including Mila Jovovich and Mila Kunis. 14. Among the former Soviet states, Ukraine is considered as having one of the freest press and internet. 15. The internationally famous dish, Chicken Kyiv, is said to have been popularized in the Continental Hotel located in the Ukrainian capital. 16. Ukrainian civilizations date back to 4800 BC. The country is located in an area where Tripolian and Scythian civilizations thrived. 17. Thousands of Jews were offered protection by Ukrainian religious leaders during the World War II. The Jews found refuge in monasteries and Ukrainian homes. 18. Ukraine is home to several archaeological sites that were previously Neanderthal settlements. 19. The world's first constitution was drafted and introduced in 1710 by Ukrainian hetman Pilot Orlik. It outlined the responsibilities and rights of both citizens and government. 20. Russia and Austria showed very little interest in Ukraine in the 19th century. The country was predominantly rural. The situation changed as Ukrainian modernization and urbanization expanded. 21. Stalin, Churchill and Roosevelt met at the Yalta Conference in 1945, which was hosted by Ukraine. The meeting was aimed at charting the way forward in relation to the Organization of Europe. 22. In 1986, Ukraine witnessed the world's worst nuclear power plant disaster. The tragedy occurred at the Chernobyl plant located in the northern part of the country. 23. Kyiv boasts a hero city status, which was conferred by the Soviet Union in honor of its fierce resistance to the Nazis in 1941. 24. The land of the present-day Ukraine was part of the Scythian kingdom from 700 BC to 200 BC. Scythia is the name given by the Greeks, but they called themselves Skolidi. 25. Kievan Rus became the most powerful European state from the 10th to 11th century, and at its center was Kyiv. 26. The Mongols invaded in the 13th century and destroyed Kyiv. They occupied much of Eastern Europe and pushed westward towards the Atlantic Ocean. 27. From 1657 to 1686, Russia, the Cossacks, Poland, the Ottoman Empire, and the Crimean Khanate fought each other for dominance over Ukraine. The period known as the Ruin. 28. The Russian Empire collapsed after World War I and was replaced by the Russian Republic under the Bolsheviks. Ukraine became one of the founders of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics in 1922. 29. Ukraine's independence was officially declared on August 24, 1991. Its parliament proclaimed that the country would stop following the laws of the USSR, instead abiding by its own laws. 30. One of Ukraine's most popular traditional dishes is hryvnia, which are boiled dumplings with potatoes, sauerkraut, mushrooms, cottage cheese, or berries. 31. Lviv is home to the highest number of cafes per capita in the world. It boasts up to 1,500 establishments. 32. McDonald's in Kyiv is reportedly one of the busiest in the world. 33. Ukrainians love drinking hryvnia, which is a local variant of the famed vodka. Locals often flavor this national drink with chili pepper to give it a bit more punch. 34. It has one of the lowest population densities with only 73 individuals per square kilometer. 35. The capital, Kyiv, is also the largest city in the nation with almost 3 million people. It can be found in the north-central Ukraine on both sides of the Dnieper River. 36. Around 95% of the country's rivers are part of the drainage basins of the Black Sea and the Sea of Azov. 37. Rain is much more frequent in the west and the north of the country. The Carpathian Mountains receive about 1,200 mm of annual precipitation. Meanwhile, Crimea only gets 400 mm every year. 38. Aside from Ukraine, the Black Sea is bordered by Russia, Bulgaria, Turkey, Georgia, and Romania. It drains into the Turkish Straits consisting of the Bosphorus and the Dardanelles. 39. Around 2/3 of Ukraine's land is covered in black earth, a nutrient-rich soil that makes the country one of the most fertile in the world. 40. Ukraine leads in the world in the production of sunflower oil. It is also among the largest producers of corn, wheat, potato, sugar beet, barley, tomatoes, apples, pumpkins, carrots, cucumbers, cabbage, rye, walnuts, buckwheat, dry peas, and honey. 41. Ukraine has one of the highest numbers of it, certified professionals behind the US, India, and Russia. 42. According to 2019 used statistics, Ukraine is included in the top 10 producers for iron ore, manganese, titanium, graphite, and uranium. 43. Although Ukraine produces gas, it still needs to import most of its fuel needs from Russia and Turkmenistan. 44. The country has a space rocket industry under the management of the State Space Agency of Ukraine. 45. During the Soviet era, shipbuilding companies in Ukraine built warships for the USSR. 46. Ukraine is a popular tourist destination in Eastern Europe with over 10 million visitors each year, most coming from nearby countries. 47. Football is the top sport in Ukraine with the clubs Dynamo Kyiv and Shakhtar Donetsk enjoying immense popularity. 48. Chess is popular sport in Ukraine with the country having around 85 grandmasters. 49. Its capital city, Kyiv also features the shortest main city street with a length of only 1,2 kilometers. 50. Ukraine has the 4th highest literacy rate in the world. 51. According to the Traveler's Digest, Kyiv is home to the most beautiful women in the country. 52. The invention of the first gas lamp took place in Lviv. 53. The country is the 2nd largest in Europe after Russia. 54. Ukraine hosts up to 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the primeval beech forests of the Carpathians. 55. It has one of the largest armies in Europe. 56. Locals designed the world's heaviest aircraft, the An-225 Maria. 57. Native Ukrainians consist of roughly 77.8% of the population.